after a 4-2 home defeat, the search is more desperate, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we're all aware of. We're always frustrated as the supporters. We totally understand where everybody's coming from. To be honest, it's a hard day for everybody. We're all hurting just now. We all want a manager in as quickly as possible. You know, we probably wanted to join in the singing when they were saying we want a manager, because we want a manager too. But unfortunately for us, that hasn't gone over the line as we speak. Things are ongoing. I can't say too much at the moment. It's very difficult for me to go into details of where we're actually at the moment, because of rules, etc. That I can't name names. I can't go any further than that. It wouldn't be fair.
Are we still on 1? Or are we up 2, 3? You said it was short.
No, I'm still. Obviously, you've got to keep your options open without going into too much detail, which is kind of difficult for me to go into it just now. You know, we're looking at a couple of options just now. If one doesn't come off, then we go the other way. And we are obviously making every effort we possibly can. I think you can probably see from the bags under my eyes that I've not had a lot of sleep this week. We are all working really, really hard to try and get a manager in place for everybody, for the supporters, for the team. You can see it in the players as well, the lack of confidence and the leadership that they're looking for. And it's hard. It must be hard on them when they hear the supporters singing what they've been singing. That must take its toll on the players as well, which is disappointing for everybody's sake. But all I can say is we are all working as much as we possibly can. And
will you be carrying on Sunday? No Sunday off for you?
No, there'll be no Sunday off. There'll be no Saturday night off either. We need to. Obviously, we're in the situation that we need to try and get somebody in as quickly as possible, which we've obviously been working on. I mean, it's just over 2 weeks now, but it seems like about 2 months, if I'm honest. I think everybody feels the same. Everybody feels it's been that length of time, but it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. But
have you got a deadline for when you give up on option number 1? Is there a finite point?
It's coming close. It's coming close. I think if you don't get one over the line, we're in the situation that we need somebody in now. Obviously, you saw it from the performance on Saturday, and you saw from today, and you saw how it panned out and the effect on everybody, the effect, the draining of the players as well. I think obviously we're in a situation that it's dragged on longer than we all wanted it to do, and that's through nobody's fault, but obviously circumstances sometimes dictate that.
But you must get somebody in for next week.
Yeah, absolutely. No, there's no doubt about that. We wanted somebody in for this week. We wanted somebody in earlier in the week. It's not that we're not working hard to get somebody in. It's just circumstances are running against us just now, and delays, and we're at the hands of other people. And hopefully, if we can get one of our options over the line, then we move on.
But your message is the board is trying its hardest.
Yeah,
because,
I mean, there's no doubt. We're all feeling it. We're all totally feeling it. As I said earlier, the chairman's wanting to join in. He said to me, "I want to sing that too." We all want a manager. When people are singing that, supporters are singing that, we totally understand the frustration, because we're even more frustrated, or as frustrated as they are, because we obviously know every single bit of detail, so we can actually see the frustration at first hand. So we totally understand of where the supporters are feeling, and totally empathise with them.
Are these the worst negotiations you've ever had
to
deal with?
To be honest, it's been the longest, and it's been difficult because a lot of it's out of our control. I've never known anything like this before in my life, where the frustrations have been over the last 2 weeks. I mean, okay, it is 2 weeks, but especially in the last week. The last week seems to have just been delay after delay after delay, but I think you can probably tell from the tone of my voice as well, we're all hurting, we're all sore after that today, so we need to try and rectify it. We'll still continue to work 24/7 to make sure we get somebody in.
Keep at it. I can see how frustrated you are, and thanks for talking to us.
No problem at all.
Just finally, Brian, I know again it's out of your control and it's the circumstances, but are you hopeful for tomorrow, or is it likely to be Monday? I know you've said about there's one option.
I think it's difficult with the weekends as well, to get people, it's been no secret that we've obviously, when other people are involved as well, it's potentially other managers at other clubs as well with games too. It's I think I'm not saying put a deadline on it, but obviously we want to get somebody in, as I've said all week. We wanted somebody in for Saturday. We wanted somebody in earlier in the week, and we're as frustrated as everybody else.
You've got this first option that you've given the deadline for. Is it then a blow if you don't get that one?
No, I don't think it's a blow. I think it's just think we've got the options we have there are strong options, and again with manager, sometimes it can be a bit of luck as well. Your A, B, C, D, and E could all be different options, but who's to know whether option A is better than option E? You've just got to try and do the best you can and try and get the best person in that you feel at the right time.